This is our final leg of the Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project, Section 1A. We'll be traversing from the Abion Heights community straight through to Grandspend and moving on to the Abion Grandspend Highway. Yes, and as you can see, dust is an inconvenience that we have to deal with in this geography. Thanks for making it RoadTripja, the heartbeat of Jamaica's road. This is your excursion extraordinaire and guide, Dr. A. We just want to wish you a pleasant viewing as we cover this territory. This current area that we are currently traversing through is going to be circumvented, which means that this area will not be a part of the road network when the highway is completed. This will be like a bypass, so that if you decide that you want to visit someone in this geography, then you can do so. However, the regular person has no real business in being in this area. But just peradventure you need a little excitement, then you can always travel this area. For now, this is the best route to commute from the Grandspend community, Abion community, all the way to Kingston and St. Andrew. Yes. So this is what we have to deal with. We are currently descending the Grandspend Hill. So if you look straight ahead, you can see the highway which we are about to enter. And this section of the highway is just temporary because, as we would have noted in the drone footage, this area will be actually circumvented. The highway will be running straight across all the way to the Abion Heights community from the Grandspend area. So yes, the highway will continue from this point at this unusually shaped corner, running straight across and run straight over to the Abion Heights community, and then we'll exit right at the Abion Heights community where we had our last drone footage. So this is what the area and the geography looks like. A beautiful vision, a beautiful scenery. And yes, I want you to be advised that this parish is actually St. Thomas. And this is the Grandspend turnoff. On the right hand side, you can see that road has a mall on it, and yes, that road has been used for commuting purposes because they wanted to fix a drainage situation on the new segment that has been developed, so that there's a little inconvenience that we have to temporarily deal with. So now as we make our way, you can see the changes that have been taking place. And just to bring you up to speed, the light posts have been relocated to some degree. Some of them have been relocated on the 7th of October 2022. There was a brief power outage for almost 12 hours. So that's the light wires could be relocated to the new wires. So that is just something that I want you to bear in mind. On the left hand, you can see where we will be driving in a little while. This work is progressive, and we're truly appreciative of the team that is facilitating this infrastructural investment project in Jamaica, in St. Thomas. Yes, this is where the hot market is going to be in the next 3 years. So those who desire to procure lands, now would be the time to see if you can have that taken care of. Those who would like to start business, St. Thomas is a viable area, especially the fact that this road network, this infrastructure development is going to be driving traffic towards the St. Thomas area. And if you look straight ahead, you can see where the centerpiece of the road will be, which gives you an idea as to where we will be driving. So following that centerpiece, we have an idea as to the middle of the road already. So we have a clear vision, a clear idea as to what the end of this development will look like. The forgotten parish of St. Thomas will no longer be forgotten. St. Thomas will be the parish contending with Negril, contending with Montego Bay area and its geography, contending with Falmouth. Yes, it will be that parish. It may even start to contend with Kingston, because Kingston and St. Andrew, they are almost out of land space for housing development. So most of those housing development now has to be pushed towards St. Thomas. So I just hope that St. Thomas will not become the next Portmore. That's just the only hope, because we will not be able to deal with the congestion that Portmore carries with it. However, if people want to come and spend time at different Airbnb, different rental properties, different luxury villas, then those will be made available in St. Thomas. Portmore is a good place to hang out, but when you're trying to get out of that parish, it is a little bit tedious. And there is always a bottleneck. We don't really want the bottleneck to be in St. Thomas, and I guess that is the reason for these infrastructure development, because majority of the persons now, once they leave the airport, they're going straight to Portland. All right, so once this road is done, they'll be in Portland in no time, which is a good thing, because they have to pass through St. Thomas, and if they pass through St. Thomas, there's a more than likely they'll be hungry. They'll need to charge their vehicle. They may need to even put gas in their vehicle. They may need to go to some supermarket or some facility in St. Thomas. So we'll even get some residue of their movement in and through the parish. So if we look on our left, we can see the drainage that is currently being developed, and it's not complete, but it is making progress. And we are glad that the rain came in the form of Abion and other tropical situations recently to give us an idea as to the feel of the quality of the road network, and we are truly impressed, and we can say that this road will be able to stand against minor natural disasters in the state that it is currently. And it is not yet even completed. Can you imagine when it is completed? Yes. So if you look further down, you can see where there's demolition finally of the establishment that we had indicated a few months ago, and now we have to be in the rebuilding process. So let us see what building will be built in that area. So this area is now clean, clear, and ready to go. Thanks for making it RoadTripja, as always, the heartbeat of Jamaica's road. This is your excursion extraordinaire and guide, Dr. A. As we always say, walk, ride, drive, and fly good. See you in the next one. We have now come to the end of the road, taking you all the way from Harbourview in St. Andrew, moving you through the parish of St. Thomas, covering Bull Bay, St. Andrew, Bull Bay, St. Thomas, Mesga Garden community, Albion Heights community, Grandspan community, and now we're in the Abion community. The section 1A completes at the Yallus Bridge, and we'll see you in the next segment where this road takes us. Until then, be blessed.